Welcome back. In this task, we will explore the RStudio Cloud tool. This is where we left off in the previous task. Make sure you are logged in using the account that we created in the previous task. In RStudio Cloud, all work that we do has to be organized into projects. Since we just created this account, we don't have any projects. So let's create one. To do so, we'll pan to the right where we find this new project button. Let's click on that and then select new RStudio project. RStudio Cloud will create and deploy a project for us. Each RStudio Cloud project has a name. By default, the name is Untitled Project. Let's give it a more meaningful name. I'll call it my first project. You can give it a different name if you like. Let's see what we have here. In case you have this left navigation bar open, close it. We won't be using it, and we'll also get some more space by closing it. Now we have a rather busy screen. In the left part of the screen, we have these three tabs: Console, Terminal, and Jobs. We will use the console shortly. Let's pan to the right. Near the top half, we have some more tabs. We have this Environment tab, History, Connections, Tutorial. Let me zoom in a bit here. Yeah, this is more readable. We'll come back to environment shortly. Notice that the environment is empty. Let's move down. We have some more tabs here. We have this Files tab, and there are two files here, .rhistory and project.rproj. We won't be touching these files, but we'll create some more files later, and they will all appear here. We have plots, packages, help, and viewer tabs as well. We will explore some of these tabs in this guided project, and some others we'll explore in the subsequent guided projects. In this task, we will primarily use the console. So let's move to the console. This is the console prompt. Let's see what we can do with it. Let me type 6 here and press enter, and we see that it echoes it back. Let's try this. 6 plus 2, and it prints the sum of 6 plus 2. Let's try subtraction. 6 hyphen 2. The hyphen symbol indicates subtraction. Let's press enter, and it gave us 4. Let's try multiplication, and we use the star symbol for that, asterisk, and it gave us 12. Let's try division. 6 forward slash 2. We use forward slash to indicate division. Then we press enter, and it gave us 3. It seems we can use RStudio Cloud as a calculator. Let me type A within quotes and press enter, and it echoes it back. Let me try hello within quotes and press enter, and it echoes it back. Let me type A just like that without quotes, and it gave us an error. Object A not found. In RStudio Cloud, errors are indicated in red to highlight them. We will come back to this shortly. Let me try this. A less than hyphen 3. and I'll tell you shortly what I'm doing. It didn't complain or give any error this time. Let me type A now, and this time it prints 3. And if we look at the environment, we see A and 3 here. Let me try something else. And now if I look at the environment, I see A and 4 here. This symbol pair less than hyphen is known as the assignment operator. What we're doing here is we're assigning the value 3 to A, and here we're assigning the value 4 to A. In R, A is referred to as a variable, and it's called a variable because we can vary the value that's assigned to it. Why do we use variables? We will shortly see an example of how we use variables. Notice that R treats the letter A with quotes differently from the letter A without quotes. We will revisit this topic in a later task. Let's try and create some more variables. Let's see what we can do with these variables. Let me try this. A plus B plus C, and let me press enter, and it printed 15. Now 4 plus 5 plus 6 is also 15. Let's verify that. So when we typed A plus B plus C, what R did was it took the values assigned to A, B, and C and added them up. We just used variables to perform an addition. Now, why would we use variables to perform this computation when we can do it like this, 4 plus 5 plus 6? In a later task, I will show you an example from real life that illustrates the usefulness of variables in performing computation. Let's look at the environment. Notice that A is still 4. Even though we added B and C to A is still 4. That's because in RStudio Cloud, we have to be very explicit. If we want to add B and C to A and A to reflect the sum, we have to do it like this. Now A is 15 and it's also reflected in the environment. We can also create plots in RStudio Cloud. In this guided project series, we will not be using plots, but since we are exploring RStudio Cloud, let me show you that capability too. So I'll create a plot that displays 100 points. Let me do that. So I use what's called a plot function to do that. And let me press enter. And if we pan to the right, we see a plot. In the plots tab, these are 100 points that I asked it to plot, and I asked it to color them tan, and that's why we see the tan color. And these are circles. These are plotted as circles because I set BCH equal to 19. I may cover plotting in detail in a future guided project. Now let me show you a shortcut to key in the assignment operator rather than having to type the less than and the hyphen sign. And for that, I'll switch to my slide deck. I'll also switch the display mode. Let me do that. If you're using a Windows machine, we use the Alt and hyphen key pair to type in the assignment operator. Just hold down the Alt key and then press the hyphen key, and RStudio Cloud will type out the assignment operator. In case you're using a Mac, there's a similar procedure. Just press the Option button and then press the hyphen key to get the assignment operator. This brings us to the end of this task. In this task, we explored the RStudio Cloud tool. In the next task, we will take our first steps towards writing software by trying to understand what we mean by software. So I'll see you in a short while.